Hi everyone, I hope that you had an absolutely wonderful holiday season and that you took lots of time for yourself and spent much time with the people that you love that make you feel wonderful. As I mentioned previously in my other video blogs, I do want to focus on a couple of things for the next few times, just how to have an amazing year. And what I felt would be really, really appropriate was to discuss something that I've recently discovered in the past couple of years, and that is problem-centered thinking and a lifestyle to solution-centered thinking. It is really easy to look at obstacles as a negative thing because, frankly, it's not fun. Having obstacles and conflict is not an enjoyable thing at all. And it's just like going to the gym. Sometimes the gym doesn't feel very good, but you know that you will be in better shape and you will take care of your health better because of it. It's the same for your life. If our life was completely smooth and had no obstacles, we would not grow as individuals. So it's okay to have problems. And sometimes people think I'm crazy if I'm like, hey, it's like I get it. Like it's not a good thing, but I'm okay. It's fine. But truth be told, people make mistakes and it's how you look at them and how you deal with them that defines you as a person and that continuing pattern. So the first thing is I recommend looking at the size of the problem, and that entails actually stepping back from the situation for a couple of minutes, a couple of hours, a couple of days, however long it takes to calm down and really say, okay, this problem may not be as big. Now, there are problems that if they affect your well-being or your safety or your quality of living, those are problems that are larger. And my recommendation is to look at your resources as soon as possible. Do not go along being silent, not sharing what you're going through, let it be financial, emotional, or physical hardship, because there are so many resources around. At the bottom of this video, I am going to include a couple of links directed from UOIT that are resources within the UOIT community for students and staff to use if they're having these issues. Again, don't be silent, don't let it get worse. When you notice, if you see a big problem developing or it's just happened, do not be afraid. There are people who are hired in place to help you, and oftentimes they're free resources because you are a student at UOIT. So again, those are big problems, but the smaller problems, such as getting a bad mark. So that was me, 100% first semester of last year. I was very stressed out over everything and had really negative feelings towards everything, and my chest was tight, and I was just so much anxiety surrounding my marks. And I realized recently it's not really worth that much worrying. Nothing is worth losing your health over, especially something like that. So my problem, for example, is let's say I get a really low mark on one midterm out of 3 midterms, and I did really well, maybe on my first one. So I look at this problem and I step back, and after I get over my initial being upset, disappointed with myself, whatever it is, I step back and I say, okay, really, how big is this problem? Usually I can identify that it's not that big of an issue. My health is not at risk, I'm not in danger, and my core needs are being met. So that's the first step to calm myself down. Okay, not really that big of a problem. My second step is going from being problem-minded to solution-minded. So if I'm going to obsess about anything, I may as well obsess about solutions for things instead of problems. So I'd look at my mark. Okay, what are my solutions? My solutions would be probably to turn Grey's Anatomy off the Thursday before I have an exam, because we all know that is very, very distracting. And that just for myself, okay, I can see that anytime. It's on TV, it's on demand, whatever it is. And then saying, okay, so I'm going to spend these Thursday nights studying for this. And then I'm also going to go visit my professor and see, okay, where did I go wrong? How can I fix this? And that's what I'm going to obsess about. If I'm going to obsess about anything, I'm going to go to being solution-centered. So instead of that, I can, instead of worrying for the next time, okay, I'm so worried about this, I'm so worried about this, look how bad I did last time, I can say, look at the things I've done to fix this. There is no reason to think that this is going to happen again. And with that thinking, that goes for anything. And it is extremely freeing and wonderful and kind of just really empowering to know that if you're solution-minded, you're finding a solution for your obstacles. You are developing into a better, greater person, and your life is going to always be positive because you're looking at it from an optimistic standpoint. Again, this is something I've personally tested, that I've personally unfortunately had to discover the hard way. And this past semester, I was so happy and really getting the most out of my education and transforming my whole education experience from something very stressful to rewarding. After all, we signed up for this, we pay for this. Why is it that we are always complaining about how awful it is and how it's ruining our lives? Because it's something we chose for ourselves, and it's something we're doing for ourselves to better our lives and ultimately have a wonderful livelihood. So I really encourage you, I know everything is not flowers and daisies and chocolate and all those wonderful things, but that for every problem you're developing into a better person, as long as you're identifying the solution and not letting it be that cement roadblock. So I really wish you all the best, and I'm looking forward to talking to you guys again. Have a great year. Bye.